Well, hello there, it's Tony. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. It has finally happened. The old breakdown on the side of the road. It's inevitable. You spend a lot of time on the road, even truckers will tell you that. Eventually, you're probably going to be broke down somewhere. This particular one is a blowout of my tire. I'll show you that here in just a minute. Because you've just entered the Coolest Life, Overcoming Objectives Edition. The tire was hard to get off, and I hate to be recording this now, but I went ahead and pulled the rim off, which really was a pain in the butt. Make sure you got the right tools you need to get those things off. I actually have a cross, that you use for tires, and I can't tire iron or whatever. I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it's at. But I did have my jack for my car, so I used it to actually jack it up. That's the jack for my car there. Use these boards to get some leverage because it was basically scraping the ground, which is not good. So it has torn out. My bolts here are welded. Bad thing about that is once you get one off and it breaks like that, now I'm not going to take this one here off, and we're going to have to run without a fender. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to have to in this case. It's also took out my light. My light is damaged really bad. Let me show you that one. Yeah, that's not good. That's probably trash. I will hook it up to see if it still works. Not today, not now, because I actually don't have the right hookups for that. My lead is gone. But this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm gonna take the other bolt off on the other side and put it back up inside the RV, and hopefully she'll get back and we'll be back on the road. A couple of things that have happened that prepared us for this. I do have the tools to make it happen. To get it back in original, I don't know if we'll do a claim on this or not, my insurance. Let me just fix it myself. It's frustrating and upsetting, but we're gonna make the best of it. A couple of things. One, we like to travel on Saturdays and not Sundays. You travel on Sundays and you go try to get a new tire, not gonna happen. Probably should have got a spare. This trailer didn't come with a spare style. I probably should get me a spare and put it inside my base somewhere, way deep in there where it's not in my way. So that'll be the next thing I'm going to do is get me a good spare. I don't have a spare for this. I got a spare for my car. I got a spare for actually don't have an RV spare either. So I'll have to call assistance to get a tire fixed on that one there. But it's going to be fun, and I'm going to take this fender off. I'll tell you how old this tire is, but I don't know because there wasn't much left of it. The other tire, I'm not going to crawl over next to this road, and I don't want to get any closer to that road, and I absolutely have to for as long as I can. But this bolt here was getting a little rusty. It may have just sheared. If that bolt sheared, that would have caused my fender to roll down into my tire, and that might have caused my blowout. I don't know. It could have been I hit something on the road, and the debris from the tire whacking it ended up breaking off my fender. That could have happened. This is all bent up here, which almost tells me that I guess the bottom of the tire whacked it enough times and knocked it loose. And anyway, once that thing turned and it started scraping the ground, as you can see by all this bent up area here, it started scraping the ground, and so it was going that way in the direction of the tire. I don't know what caused it. However, I do know how to get it fixed. So that's the goal. I may look around for a used fender, and then I got to worry about getting those bolts out of there or drilling new holes and putting new screws in there to get my new fender on. But should be an adventure. I probably won't record that because I'm probably going to take care of this ahead of time. At least we'll get my tire put on there and get to our. It's hot out there. While my wife is gone getting a tire, I did get the fender taken off, and so all I could do is wait. So I'm going to wait on her, and let me give me something to eat. Fridge is still cool. If she's not back in like 20 minutes, I'm going to turn the generator on. Right now, I'm just going to keep the windows down. It's only 80 degrees outside, so it's getting warmer in here as we speak. But me and this dog will be fine. She's panting like crazy. She's panting because of anxiety about her mother being gone more so than she is hot, I assure you. But she's got water down here, and I'm gonna get me some right now too, and maybe have a seat with her when she gets back. Let me give you a little bit of philosophy. Mine is a couple things. I want to be as safe as possible. But the other thing is, when something like this happens, if money can fix it, it's not a problem. Think about that. Money can fix this. The quickest way for me to get off the road isn't for me to call AAA or anything like that when I need a new tire. I need a new tire put on there. I can't do anything without it. Is to basically go get the tire fixed as quickly as possible and get it back. Hopefully we'll be back on the road in 20 minutes. If I called, not a tow truck, but some kind of repair service, I mean, there's no telling how long it will take them to get here, and then figure out how to fix it, and then get it fixed. And you know, it's just you just sometimes gotta make the call, and that's what I did today. Is let's just go get another tire. Nothing's wrong with my hub. Nothing's wrong with my brakes, with any of that. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting back on the road and off the road as quickly as possible. And so that was now ideally I would have liked to have been on an on-ramp or off-ramp or off the road, so it's not quite so busy. And as you can see, the cars are coming by me. My RV's shaking, and no one likes that, to include this dog is panting. But we'll survive it, and we'll get this back on the road, and I'll give you a shot of that tire once we get it back. Look, I pulled the awning out. Two reasons for this. One, it gets the heat off the side of my RV, which is where I got my windows open, so it's going to allow cooler air to go in there, so I don't have to turn my generator on to run the AC. And when we had a lot of dew last night, and when I put my awning in, it was wet. So now I went ahead and stretched it out here. Yeah, we're still on the side of the road. Not exactly the safest place to be putting out your awning, but I'm gonna let my awning dry out. Maybe by the time my wife gets back, I can put it back in, because you can see I got water all over this. So I'm gonna let that dry out here. It's the best thing for it. You always want to take care of your awning, because you don't want it to go bad on you or anything like that. So I'm just gonna let it dry. And no, I'm not gonna set a chair out here. That'd be kind of gaudy, wouldn't it? I don't want to do all that. And I don't want to exactly put my dog out here on the side of the road, because there's all kinds of debris out here. I don't want her stepping on anything. If she has to pee, we'll risk it, but I don't want her just hanging around out here, that's for sure. Well, I just got a call from my wife, and she is, oh, check out, I got like a little sign there. It says cool slide. Isn't that nice? Oh, I got another one. I don't know if you've seen it. You can tell I'm real upset about this whole ordeal, huh? Nice, huh? Yeah. See how hot it is outside. 80 degrees. That one there's flashing because it's I think my battery's going dead on my outside sensor. Anyway, she just called me and said it's going to be $250 or whatever for they won't just replace my tire. They have to replace all they have is a tire and rim together. She is at, I don't know where she's at, Sam's or someplace. She said she's been to 2 other places and they can get the tire, but they got to order it. I can't sit here waiting for them to order it. So she's just going to go ahead and buy the tire. As I mentioned before, I probably need to get a spare, so I'm going to find a regular tire when I get back to some place we're in for a week, and I'll get a tire put on that. Yeah, so that way I'll have my spare. So at least it'll take care of my spare and everything else. So good news here. I got the cable to my lights is right here. It came off, but my one controlling my brakes is still intact. It's still intact. I don't see a reason why it should still wouldn't work. But my lighting mechanism, so once I get my fender, I should be able to wire up my light no problem. Looked online for some fenders. I think they got one that's close that would be a good substitute for like $250, but I'm gonna see if I can find me a used one, and I'll just paint it, because I really want it to match. The ones I found online just didn't really match. They were just a different design, and I don't know, maybe I can replace them both or something. I don't know, but I definitely want the same kind of lights on the back and make it look uniform. We'll see. Another adventure. Oh, so I'm still waiting for my wife to get here. The funny thing is, the first thing I thought of was, gosh, I hope when my tire blew out, nobody got hurt. Okay, so that was number one, safety. Second thing is, I wanted to go out and assess the damage to see how much damage was going to be, what was going to cost me. The third thing I thought of was, wow, this will make a good YouTube video. Priorities, right? Keep those straight. And then the third thing I thought, wonder how long this is going to take me, or the fourth thing I should say, well, how long this is going to take me, and I wonder if we're still going to see the manatees today. I'm hoping to see the manatees up, but we're heading up to Crystal Lake, Florida, which is known for manatee discovery type centers, and and kayaking and swim with the manatees and blah blah. If you want to do anything with manatees and you really want it the best, you want to go to Crystal Lake, or what everyone tells me. Now we're only going to be there one night. Hopefully the viewing centers that they have, which is normally next to some sort of power plant, is going to be open, and we'll take you through that. That would be another video which I'll put up here. Yeah, maybe there. So so you can check out that video for the manatee viewing center in Crystal Lake. Hopefully we can see that, and you can come along with us. Oh, we got the other tire off, sort of. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Nice. I'll have to get a matching one for the other side. Not that it really matters, because you never see them both at the same time. But we'll get this on, get down the road. Oh, we made it to our destination after all that. So she did bring the tire back, as I mentioned, and we got the new one on there. That's what it looks like. Pretty soon I'll have to get me another one of these and get it put on there, but I'm not going to do that now. I may do that while we're in Columbus, because we're going to be there for about a week, or we might just wait until we get up to Wisconsin Dells somewhere, or Indiana, because we'll be at Indiana 2 or 3 weeks. And but I'm definitely going to take that rim in and get a new tire for it. I may just go ahead and put that one on the other side, and then take the one that I have on there now, which would at that point be the oldest tire I have, and actually make it my spare. And I'll probably put it in my back bay down Main Street. It's a pass through all the way across. It's not real wide, but it's got room for that. But and in maybe another year, I want to replace all these tires that I've got on here. These are like $600 a piece. These things here are. I'm gonna need 6 of them. So I'm gonna try to get in for less than $1,000 somewhere, but we'll see. $1,000, no, $3,000. But we'll let you go. Be sure to like and subscribe, and tell your friends about our little mishap that we had and how we overcame it, and didn't let it get us down, because we got some exploring to do here before we leave tomorrow morning, because you're now leaving the coolest life.